What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another live stream. I hope everybody's doing good. Joe Sky here. A lot to talk about in this minute. It just never wants to give me any light. We have a lamp here. I don't get the light. We're gonna just work with it, you know. Massive, big stuff going on right now. 3 Atlas just did something wild, if I'm not mistaken, and of course, NASA has done a secret mission. They have launched a mission that nobody knows. And of course, we got hit with a massive X-class solar flare, which literally just happened. So, pretty wild. We're going to talk about that. We have active geomagnetic conditions, a massive radio blackout. And this X-ray was a 1718, still rising. Will it keep going higher? I have no idea. Things are pretty wild right now. A lot of things to talk about, so I hope everybody's doing good. The Italian Schumann resonance looks like it's back to normal, which is fantastic. Of course, we have a lot of things to cover, so I hope everybody's been doing good. I hope you guys checked out the December energy forecast. I think the next 10 days are going to be crazy, especially when you're living in the northeast of the United States. So all these states in the northeast that usually get snow, it's going to get pretty rough. I think even Florida might get a little cold, especially around the upper California. I do hope everybody's good. I'm so appreciative and thankful for everyone who likes the content, for people who... I do hope... so appreciative for everyone who's been supporting, so thankful. So I do hope everybody's doing good. Secret mission. Alright, so I hope everybody's doing good. Colin, welcome to the stream. Just getting the pinned message for the day. I think we got it right here. How's everybody doing? What is going on my computer? How ironic. So, let's get into the data. How is everybody doing? We have a lot of things to get into. So, on the Italian Schumann resonance, I'm going to just quickly say not much activity happening on it whatsoever. We were a little bit active earlier today, but nothing crazy. I'm just skimming through all this stuff, and a lot of things are just kind of down right now. I'm going to the general Schumann resonance right now. And again, all this stuff is correlated with solar activity and other activity as well. And again, odd patterns. These are unusual patterns we're getting on the general Russian Schumann resonance. And as of right now, not much happening, but it's still active. Here's where things get pretty chaotic because the KP index is at a 4. We have active geomagnetic conditions, high solar winds, and of course a 1.95 X-class solar flare. Magnetometers dumped down right to a K6. So let's get in depth with it. Here's the sun right now, and you're probably wondering, of course, for some of you, what is this, right? So this is a coronal hole, and this is starting to face us. This is going to be causing a massive uproar of problems and really just amplifying everything that comes from the sun. The sun right now is erupting crazy. These sunspot regions on the lower left, 2 of them that are close, are starting to launch massive solar flares, which are actually causing some radio emission blackouts, which we're going to get into as well. This is a massive coronal hole. This is another massive coronal hole. So all this right here, very odd activity, massive sunspot regions here as well. There is a lot going on with the sun right now. So things are very, very wild right now. We're pretty much talking about the sun right now. Very unusual activity happening right now. So this is the sun, and this right here is a sunspot. This sunspot region is 4294. So what's going on with the sun right now is pretty wild. As you can see, this here is a interesting photo. Look at the sun. We're getting massive eruptions. Some really weird stuff with the sun. You know, the sun's supposed to be very yellow, but if you don't know what this is a big, massive hole in the sun. Millions of Earths can fit in that thing. So there's a lot of stuff really coming from the sun, and this definitely causes some issues. That's the sunspot region. And of course, coming from that region specifically was a 1.95 X-class solar flare. Now, what's more interesting is the fact that if you look at the sunspot region, you know, this is massive, and the chance of it, and this ain't even 4294, this is 4296, and the one next to it, there's a strong chance for an M class, and there's still a small chance for another X class. Taking a look at 4294, there's a strong chance for an M and an X. So as you can see, of course, looking at the sun right now, you know, this is insane. This is definitely no joke of a sunspot right here. And we might be getting more X-class solar flares, which is, you know, quite intense if you ask me. So again, activity is just getting pretty wild right now. We're definitely having some wild solar activity. Now, of course, there was something I wanted to look at. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to find it, but there is a lot of things going on right now. Right, so we have a massive radio blackout, and you know, if you look at it right here, this is insane. This is a massive radio blackout. It's not by us, but it's definitely somewhere else right here. So very, very interesting. On top of that, of course, we have something over here. I don't know if I could move this, but so very interesting over here. Very interesting. But this is incredibly interesting. Never seen anything like this from the sun. So massive eruptions right now. Definitely a lot of activity going on right now from the sun. And of course, taking a look at coronal holes on the detection map, you can definitely see some dots here. This is huge right here. Make sure everyone likes and subscribe. I really appreciate that, guys. We're going to be taking a look at the sun. Look at all these coronal mass ejections. I don't know if showing current ones and stuff, but there was definitely a lot of CMEs. Yeah, I guess not as of recently, but there's definitely a lot though. Here is the sun, and here is that. Wow, that is insane. I've never seen anything like that. Not a scientist, an analyst reporting this data. So over here, of course, we have a massive bright region on the sun, and of course this dark thing is a filament right here. The green is the coronal holes. This right over here, these are flares. Massive eruptions from the sun. As you can see, there's a lot of bright regions on both sides of the sun. So this is very interesting. Very interesting. Now, basically, we have more weird things going on right now. We have, of course, new images of 3i Atlas right here. I'm gonna blow this one up. I think we could blow this one up. Yeah, here it is. I think this is even better than what we've had recently. I think this is actually a really solid photo, even though, you know, it's not you can't really see much. It's just, it has a massive coma, and obviously you can just see the anti-tail and of course the normal tail. You know, very interesting here. It's 3i Atlas from Calopa stars in Hawaii. No, well, let's get rid of the advertisement. And of course, here's another thing, and very interesting images here. You can see we have a jet here, jet there, and you know, he's definitely been saying it has jet thrusters and stuff, and Ivy Loeb definitely thinks this is no ordinary comet. I don't think it's an ordinary comet either. It looks very interesting. Um, so, very interesting stuff. And then, of course, we've had some more things as well. So, NASA says 3i Atlas isn't a threat, but they allegedly launched a secret planetary defense mission once it started acting strange, which is pretty weird. And of course, the United Nations have already doing protocols. They're already doing their defense stuff. So things are definitely starting to get pretty wild right now, as the fact that we have two comets that are literally, how do I want to say, by us, right? And some say there's really nothing we could do about that. So it's very odd, and it looks like 3i Atlas is definitely, it may be on a mission, right, to go to Jupiter, and because its direction looks very close to Jupiter. So it's definitely something interesting here, what many people are speculating, saying. It's definitely a very interesting interstellar object, and we're going to have to see what happens. But for right now, of course, it's definitely having some strange behavior. So overall, there's a lot of things going on right now. I do hope everybody's doing good. So a lot of activity, a lot of things going on. I'm going to keep you guys updated as things go on. But overall, of course, the Italian Schumann resonance, some of these stations are acting pretty odd. And the general Schumann resonance, we're going to refresh this right now. It's definitely having some odd activity, and of course space weather right now is definitely pretty wild. So yeah, a lot of things going on. Other than that, I just want to thank everyone for watching. Truly appreciative and grateful, and hope to see you guys next time. Thank you all.